Hey guys, this is Cyber Dude, and I'm back after my exams, and I thought we should do something special today. So let's make a web application using Python. I am using Flask. You can use other frameworks such as Django, etc. So get your keyboard and let's start coding. But wait, before we get going, let's install Flask because it's not a default Python package. So to install Flask, if you're using Windows, just type the following command: py-m pip install Flask, as simple as that. And if you're using Linux, you can just write pip or pip3 install Flask. So I already have it installed. So before you start coding, let's finish installing it. So now, as you can see, in a folder called web app, I have two folders and one file. We have the server.py, which will be a main Python program. Then inside the templates folder, we have our HTML files, which are both empty. And inside the static folder, we have a style.css. So I'll show you three things: how to return text on your web application, how to show an HTML file, and how to integrate CSS into your HTML file. So let's get started. So go to the server.py, and we don't need the entire Flask library. We just need like 2 to 3 packages from that. So let's get on with it. And so we're just going to use from Flask with a small l, so with a small f. We're going to import Flask and render template. Oh, 1 second, let me just change my Python interpreter. Yes, just give me a second, please. Yeah, that's better. And render template, and then just write app is equal to the Flask function and pass in __ name. And then we need to set an app root. So @ app.route route is equal to /. So / means index. So the function that is to be run when we go to this route has to be called index. So we're going to define a function called index parentheses as usual, and here we just have to return some text. So we are going to return hello moon. And to run the app, we just need to write this small code. So if _ name _ is actually equal to _main _, then just remove this pass. We are going to run app dot and use the run method, and we're going to just pass in the host, which is going to be 127.0.0.1, which is your machine's local host. And we're just going to write debug equal to true. Just save it, and using the terminal you can run this. So I'm going to just ls, and as you can see, I have the server.py file right here. So let's run it using py server.py, and as you can see, the server is now active. I'm just going to use Google Chrome to access it. Let's just go here. And by the way, the default port for Flask is 5000. So let's go there, and as you can see, 127.0.0.1 port 5000 is the server. And as you can see, we have the text output which says hello moon. Well, but this is very basic, so that's only text. But don't we want like beautiful websites and on our web app? So this is where HTML comes in. So let us just close the server, and I want you to remove the hello moon text and just write render template parentheses, and I want you to pass in the file name of the HTML file. So since I have two, I'm going to first show you index.html. So I'm just going to write index.html. You don't need to put the path as /template and then HTML, because by default Flask looks for all the HTML files in the templates folder in the folder as the server.py. So just I want you to save the Python file And let's go to the index file and write our HTML program. So this is the default template, and I'm just going to put here index file 1 and save that. And now we can run our server, and we can now run our server. So the same command again, so we can go to the same site. There we go, and as you can see, we have the output saying index file 1. Now if you want to have multiple HTML files, like for example, if you just go to the index page, you want to have some information about your website, but then if you have a login thing using authentication and everything, so then if you put /login after the IP address or the domain name, it should take you to a different page where you can log in, enter all your credentials, etc. So since you don't have a lot of time, I'm just going to create another HTML file, which will probably be a login file or any file as you wish. I'm just going to display the text index file 2 there. Sorry, 2. That's good, and we're going to save that. So, and we're going to set the app root for this as let's say we'll just keep it index 2 just to keep it simple. I set the root to index 2 right here, and because of this, since this is the name of the route, we're just going to call the function index 2, and we're just going to put the same command as before. So we're just going to return render template and pass in index2.html this time. So I wanted to save it, and the server automatically restarts when it detects any changes in the Python file. So I'm just going to refresh. Since we're still on the index route, we're going to still see index file 1, but after the IP address, if we put /index2, then we get the output as index file 2. So this is the second HTML file. Now let's say you want to add CSS to your index.html to make it look beautiful. So inside our CSS file, we're just going to increase the font size just as an example to show you. So I'm just going to set the font size to, let's say, 100 pixels and save that. And we need to make a small change in our index file so we can link the CSS to this. So just use link rel is equal to style sheet, and href is equal to // and we have to link it to static and style.css. And now we can save it, and now just restart your server using the using the pyserver.py command, and let's go back there using Google Chrome, and as you can see, the font size has increased to 100 pixels. So this is it, guys. That's all I had to show you today. I'll see you in the next video. Please like, share and subscribe. Bye.